Welcome to the free training with Elitecom360. Today, what I wanted to show you and talk to you about is how we pick winning products. We get calls after calls, emails after emails, and 90% of our Facebook messages and comments is how do you guys pick winning products? So as we all know, picking a winning product is very hard. We do not get it right all the time, but what we like to do is we like to stack everything in our favor to be profitable and to find that winning product. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you some of the stores we've been working with for the last month to the last year and a half, just to show you exactly what we're seeing and how we do it. Everybody's got a different way on finding products and finding winning products. For us, we find winning products that last, not just for a month, 2 months, 3 months. A lot of our customers are still going 2-3 years down the track and building their businesses. So as you can see here, this store here in last year, in the last 12 months, done $116,000 in 2023. This business here is brand new. As you can see today is May the 7th. Even up to last 30 days, this brand new store is only very new into the market, but we're still seeing $3,823. As we can see here, in the last 90 days alone, this nice small business, only been in the market not too long, has done over 30 grand in sales. But if we look over the last 30 days, what we will see here, this store is still making around $10,000 a month consistently. And that is the target, one of our milestones our customer needs to see. As you can see, 4 visitors at the moment, and the next payout on this store is $767. We're going on to another store now. It's been in the market since around October. And as you can see again, $78,000 already at 23,000% up in sales. So as you can see, it was a nice little niche what kicked off pretty well. Then we go up to our kind of high-end stores that are making around $50,000 a month plus. And then we have our bigger achiever stores that done $936,000 last year. It's absolutely incredible. And also to a few other stores making $124,000. So as you can see, we know how to pick products. We're picking products all the time for brand new niches. We literally are looking and viewing products all the time just to see what's working and testing products. But what I'm going to go through with you today is we're going to go through what you need to actually do your product research. So I'm just going to show you the basics today, and everything I'm going to be using here will be free versions. So what I mean by that is you will need a Google AdWords account where you can sign up to and just fund it with like $1 to $5 just to get started. Also too, if you have Jungle Scout already, what's great, or use the alternate Unicorn Smasher. That is 100% free to use. You can download that at Unicorn Smasher. It's a Chrome extension you can use. And also too, you'll need access to a supplier list so we can actually get started. So what I'll get you to do now is pause it, go and open up a Google AdWords account if you can, or go, if you've already got Jungle Scout, if not, use Unicorn Smasher. It is a free version to use to get data, what we need to do. And what we're going to do from there is we're going to kick in to the next Google search data details. Okay, so if you've unpaused the video now, you've probably noticed that you've downloaded your Chrome extension and you've got your Google AdWords account open. If you've done that, well done. If not, if you're just following along, you can just keep following along and you can go back and watch this video again. So what we do here is we don't use things like Google Trends or anything like that. We literally use the data what Google gives us. So Google gives us data so we can pick keywords and so forth. So as you can see there, keywords have to be exact. So what we mean about exact keywords, for an example, right? The product I'm going to research today, I'm going to research a product today called, the niche I'll be looking at will be gaming chairs and gaming tables. Okay, so what you want to do when you first log into your Google account, hit tools on the side and then hit keyword planner. Once you've done that, click here on discover keywords. So as our checklist is telling us, keywords have to be exact. So when we're doing it, we don't want to type in gaming, because if we type in gaming, What's that going to mean is it's going to be too wide of a search on Google, because gaming could mean a million things. It could be like gaming boards, gaming, as we know, it's going to trigger way too many keywords, and the search data is going to go all over the place, and it's not going to give you the correct information we need. So when we're looking at niches and so forth, the search data must be over 100K searches per month in the selling country, and not brand dominated. So keywords have to be exact. So what I mean by that is, let's check it out. I'm going to type in gaming chairs, gaming desks, gaming tables, LED gaming chairs, red gaming chairs, blue gaming chairs, pink gaming chairs, kids gaming chairs. And then I just use the normal, like high-end, just the normal colors people look at. So black gaming chairs. Okay, what I'm going to do there, and I'm going to make sure that I'm only looking inside of Australia. So depending on where you're selling your product, if it's New Zealand only, type in New Zealand and it's only going to show you data for New Zealand. If you're going worldwide, you can untick that and it's going to go worldwide, but don't just go worldwide, because there's countries what you're not going to be shipping into. So if you're just doing in Australia and America, just go for Australia and USA, don't go worldwide. Okay, so what we want to do from here right now is that I'm just going to be looking in the Australian niche for now, and it's going to give me the data I want to see. Get results. Once I start getting the results here, as you can see here, that what I'm looking at is I'm looking at gaming chairs. I'm doing exact keywords here. So I'm just going to scroll in a little bit for you, just so you can see. So as you can see here right now, 7th of May, you can see Australia. And what we're going to do is we want all the data available. So what this is going to give me, this is going to give me data from 2020 all the way up to pretty much today's date, to March pretty much. So as you can see here, that back in 2020, in April, the total searches was $963,000. Sorry, 963,000 searches, not dollars. And as you can see here, it's going to always go up and down. But as you can see, even in January 2024 and even March, it's still 700,000. So as our checklist says, we want to make sure the search data is over 100,000. Okay? If it's over 100,000, what we're going to do there is it's going to tick our needs on exactly what we want. But as we can see here, that what we don't want to see is we don't want to see, let's say in 2020, 4 years ago, the search data is sky high, and then now it's on a decrease and it's all the way down. That either means two things, that the niche is dying or the product is dying. If we have it this way, we can always see that even if we started this business back in 2020, the search data is still pretty relevant. It's still pretty relevant. As you're always going to see higher search data in November, December, because of Christmas, people are going to spend more money than they were. But again, we can see that search data there. It's coming through perfect. It's always up and down. Again, that is absolutely perfect. We want to make sure that our search data is over 100,000 searches in the country or the state you're looking to sell. So as you can see, Australia here, and there's some other things here. Gaming office furniture. Okay, I'm going to pop that in because that is relevant to what we need to do, because it's still gaming and office furniture, exactly the same thing. But this is going to give us a very nice, see, just even adding that little keyword then, we've just got some more searches available to us. Even if you see that this has died, March is 5% more, it doesn't really matter as long as it's steady on what you're seeing here. We can move forward with that niche. The next thing here, what it's asking us to do on the checklist is make sure it's not brand dominated. So keywords have to be exact, ticked. Search data has to be over 100,000 searches per month in the selling country, tick. And then we want to make sure this is not brand dominated. So what I mean about brand dominated, the best way to do it, depending if you know the niche yourself, you kind of know that, for example, if I'm looking at fishing, I know it's very brand dominated in the ways of doing the following. Rapala, Shimano. But for me, gaming, don't know too much about it. I know a few games and gamers and stuff like that. But let's have a look at the brand and non-branded content. As you can see, the non-branded keywords in the content is a 4.14. Okay, other people here are searching X, Rocker, Razor. So as you can see, the non-branded keywords are a lot better. And then if we look down here, the retailer, IKEA, and Amazon Officeworks are pretty big, but again, it's not dominating. And then here you got Lamborghini, Mercedes, Ferrari. I'm not sure here. I know that they do bring out car makes and stuff like that. It's got nothing to do with it. Other brands, Secret Lab, I've heard of them, but again, the keywords here is nowhere near to be up there. So it's not really brand dominated. It's going to show us what's selling the best in this with the keywords. Chairs, desk, tables, recliner, sofa. What's good? So chairs, desk, as we know. And then it's going to give us the color, black and pink, red, blue, and white. So it's showing us here with the keywords, and that black is searched a lot, pink searched a lot, and red. So there's your 3 top colors right there. And then let's have a look at if there's, other people wanting lights and gaming consoles. It doesn't really matter to us. So that's telling us there that non-branded is search more and pretty much purchase. Furniture is telling us gaming chairs are better than gaming tables search-wise. Once we look at some data there, we'll probably see. And the color black, pink, and red are our top colors. Okay, so if all boxes must be ticked to move on to the next session on our product research. So let's have a look here. Google Forecast. A Google Forecast is Google provides us what we call a Google Forecast. To move to there, you want to grab all your keywords there and you want to add to your Create a Keyword Planner. Once you have done that, what you want to do from there is you want to go over to Forecast, add your keywords and press Done. And then I'm going to show you how this Google Forecast works on how much other people are making money and how things work. So for an example, right, with a Google Forecast is like a reporting tool. It's showing from other Google data of people purchasing gaming chairs and so forth. So if we Google, let's say gaming chairs, for an example, if we Google, let's say some gaming chairs just really quickly, what we're going to see here is Secret Lab. We've seen them before, but what it's going to do in the shopping side of things, it's going to show us, as you can see, reviews and sales and so forth. What it's going to show you from there, it's going to show you a few things when you look at it. Look, there's a pink gaming chair, your black gaming chairs, with pretty much the most reviews and stuff on the black ones. That's with Secret Lab. But what it's going to show you is that every time somebody purchases from here, Google is going to record a sale from their Google Tag Master, their Google Tag, and it comes back to the forecast to say, hey, you've got a sale. And it's going to report back to the forecast. So this is giving you details of the forecast if you're looking to advertise what other advertisers are getting. This doesn't mean exactly what you're going to get, but it gives you an idea of how this is going to work. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the Google forecast must be over 25K per month. So when we're doing our forecast, I'm going to show you how to do a forecast now. I'm going to explain to you on what people are seeing and other businesses are seeing in this niche from their forecast. So it gives us an idea if this niche is profitable for other people, and it gives you an idea of how much you need to spend to actually start converting some sales. So what I want to do is I want to go $50 a day. So I'll change that down a little bit because $50 is pretty expensive off the bat. I'm going to change it to $33 a day. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the conversion rate here. I'm going to put in a conversion rate here. Okay, so for an example, if I look at some of the stores here, I know for an example, conversion rate at 4.26, conversion rate at 5.84. So for an example, what I want to do here with this forecast, I'm going to make it very laid back and relaxed. So I'm going to put it 3.5%. Okay, so conversion rate is around 3.5%. We've seen some stores at 4.5 and 5.5, etc., etc. I'm going to go at 3.5, and I'm just going to have a look at the gaming chairs here on average 150. Stuff like that. So I'm just going to have a look here in gaming chairs between 2 and 400. Okay, and we're going to look at the sales, 131, 449, 106. So there's a lot of traction around that area there. Even if we go over 400, let's see if there's more traction. So as you can see, the traction on over 400 is pretty good, but keep in mind, we're looking at Secret Lab, Harvey Norman, Secret Lab, Harvey Norman, stuff like that is but I'm just going to go to the 150 to 400. I'm going to make my forecast, what I like to do, to be honest with you, is I like to make my forecast pretty weak. So I'm looking at worst case scenario type of products, like a return on what people are making. I'm just going to say 220 because it's kind of in the middle, as we've seen, chairs from 150 ranging up to 600. I'm just going to say around 220 as a sale price. So when we look at this here at 220, it's giving us 134 conversions for around $1,000 per month. It's telling us here on average, customers are spending around $1,000 a month. They're going to get around 3,800 type of clicks, depending. Return on investment, they say it's around 30%, like times 30. And you can see here at 29,000, that round about 30,000 mark. So we just scraped into here at 25,000 at the moment for our forecast. That doesn't mean you're going to make 30K off the bat. What this is a clear indication for what we see, if it's over 25 to 30 grand like you're seeing now, we know that usually we can get into this industry and we know there's money available. People are making this type of money, and what we can actually do with it is we can literally set up a site, set up products, have a look at things and be competitive in this market to start converting sales like that. We notice if it's over 25K, sometimes it ranges up to 50, 60, 100,000. We notice that if we can get it over 25,000 on conversion value, we usually can start seeing on average, like you see here, around that $10,000 a month. What's not too bad. So again, this is just a forecast. I'm happy with that. So when we backtrack and look at what we've been looking at, keywords were exact. Search data must be over 100K in searches. It was like 700 to 1 million, great. And it wasn't that brand dominated, what's amazing. Second of all, forecast must be over $25,000 a month. Forecast has come in at 29,000. We've just scraped in there, but that's good enough for this tutorial today. And then the next thing we want to look at now will be stack the deck in your favor. So when we're looking to stack the deck in your favor, what that means is we want to find at least 1 to 3 products selling more than 10K per month. So what I mean by that is that if you're selling a gaming chair, gaming tables, or whatever you're looking to do, I need to find at least 1 to 3 products being sold on Amazon, for an example, by FBA, not Amazon products, to go to the next level, to go to the next slide and put this into a good niche. So what we mean by that is 1 to 3 products selling more than 10K a month. So this is when Unicorn Smasher comes into play. We're going to go over to Amazon. Okay, there's all different ones you can use. It doesn't matter who you use or what you use. But what we want to do is we want to show you how this is going to work today. So I'm going to type in gaming chairs. I'm going to press search. Once we look at gaming chairs, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're looking at FBA customers. What I mean by that is we do not want to be getting the data from what we call Amazon customers. Okay, so Amazon products, because Amazon will always place their products pretty much up the top. And what they will do is that they will literally go ahead and they will take, the best listings like Amazon will do. It is their platform. They do take better listings. If Amazon's ever done anything in the past, or if you've worked as Amazon, you will notice this as well. So what we're going to do today, this is just loading now. Once this loads up, what you will start seeing here is you'll start seeing the monthly revenue on these type of products. So see here we got FBA, fulfilled by merchant, FBA. We don't want to see something saying AMZ or fulfilled by merchant. We want to make sure that we're seeing customers by FBA. So what I mean by that is that if we're seeing customers by FBA, that means they've purchased these products from an overseas supplier or a supplier. What they've done from them is got these products, sent them off to Amazon, and Amazon has delivered the products for them. So if anybody's in this and watching this today, as you would know, that if you've looked into Amazon, there's something called Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. So that is a huge risk for a customer to buy all of this inventory and then send it to Amazon and fingers crossed it's sold. The amount of times I've seen people do Amazon courses, they spend tens of thousands of dollars on this winning product without any testing with it. They send it off to Amazon and unfortunately the products don't sell and it becomes a very expensive exercise. The good thing about dropshipping, we can test and we can pivot any way we need to, so we don't have to actually lose out on money. So what we're looking at here today is that we want to make sure at least 3 products there are making over $10,000 from our slide. And let's have a look. Before we even look, I can probably see here that there's a chair here. It's like a gray chair at 22,000. We've got another chair, a black chair. We've got another gray chair at 22,000, and then a red and black one. Okay, I can go through all the data and I can even export the data to come back to look at it again. So I'm pretty happy with that. straight away. So we've already found multiple products making more than 10K a month. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some gaming tables. Okay, when we look at gaming tables, the same type of thing again. We're going to load up our Unicorn Smasher. Just remember, guys, with Unicorn Smasher, I'm using free tools so you guys don't have to go out and spend all of this type of money on, expensive tools. 50 here, 100 there, 300 there. It can become quite expensive. So use Unicorn Smasher. If you want to use Unicorn Smasher Pro, or you want to use Zonguru, Jungle Scout, and you can check everything in Australia and all that type of stuff, by all means you can. I'm just literally showing you today just free versions where you can actually use all of this and actually start looking for products. So while this is looking for products, as you can see here, it is analyzing. It can take some time to analyze because there is a lot of listings, as you can see there. So I'll just let it analyze there for now. And then again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find 3 products. Okay, we're trying to find 3 products here that are over $10,000. As you know, with our slide did say that we did want to make sure that we had at least 1 to 3 products selling more than 10K a month, and we've pretty much seen that already. But I'm just waiting for this to analyze. It's taking a little bit of time, so I'm just going to refresh that, just get it to analyze again. Okay, it's starting to come through now. This tool does suck a lot of data through on what we're doing. So let's have a look again. We want to make sure these FBA guys are making over 10,000 a month. FBA. The FBA is just here, guys. If you are looking, it does say on the far column. So we got an FBA client there doing $18,000. It's on a basic L-shaped type of desk. We look here on another one, just an L-shaped type of desk again. That's doing over that. Okay, another FBA client. Again, just some basic type of chair desks here, as we can see. They're all FBA. They're all pretty much exactly the same. So again, our niche has come through with the goods. So again, if we tick back on what we're looking at here, we started off in our Google data. Keywords need to be exact. That was perfect. Search data must be over 100,000 searches per month. We ticked that off at 600, 700, 800,000, and it wasn't brand dominated. Coming into our next one, the Google forecast must be over 25K. It come at a 29,000, as we've seen. What's great. And then we want to make sure that we're finding products there making more than 10K a month. There must be at least 1 to 3 products there for it to be making over that. So we have a good chance of actually stacking the deck in our favor. So what I mean by that is you might think, okay, well, if there's all search data for it and all these people are making money, how can I do that? The reason why you can do that is by a couple of things. Is that, again, the search data, it's a supply and demand market. So the search data is telling you exactly what you need to do. It's telling you that there's X amount of people searching this on a daily, weekly, monthly basis over the last 4 to 5 years. Customers are already selling this type of product directly on Amazon for 10K plus a month. And now what you can do is we can do targeted ads to these customers. So as you can see there, that you got to make sure that all of these here are all ticked off in green before you start going to that next level. Okay? The next thing here with your supplier, depending on who you use as your supplier or what you're looking at, everybody has trouble finding supplies. Doesn't matter who you are or where you're at. I can guarantee that you've searched dropshipping Australian product, dropshipping suppliers, all of those things before, as we know. For me, I use a company called dropshipdatabase.com. They have 1,700 suppliers. I use this all the time. There's tons of suppliers. This does cost $20 a month, but again, you get everything. So for an example, you get all the different niches. So if I wanted to, I could click onto electronics or tech and computer to find these type of products right away. There's suppliers all around the world and a heap here in Australia to help out. There's that many different niches you can look at. It gives you all the information. So have a look at that if you want to. If you don't, if you've got a supplier already, perfect. Make sure your shipping is under 8 business days. Okay, you do not want your customers to wait any longer. There is some really good suppliers on Alibaba Express that would deliver your products in like 5 to 8 business days. Okay, and you will save a lot of money. But I suggest if you are starting out in dropshipping and so forth, if you do have a local supplier who can deliver your stuff in under 5 days, definitely jump onto that, because in your ads, you can be running ads like, next day delivery. You could be doing, next day dispatch, fast shipping Australia-wide and stuff like that. So there are all benefits coming into the ads, but make sure that when you're shipping, make sure when you're doing your shipping, it's under 8 business days. That's very important. Profit margins must be no less than 40% to cover your costs of everything. So, you want to make sure that your product is no less than 40%. If it's less than 40%, you need to find a new supplier or a better product, because if it's under 40%, time you're paying your Google bill or your Facebook bill or any type of meta bill or what you're paying, you want to make sure that it's being covered. So that is just a tutorial today, under 30 minutes, on how to find products. Okay, so hopefully that has helped you out and helped you with some free training today on how to do that. If you are looking to, get a pre-made store, you might say, what's a pre-made store? If you go to our website, in the pre-made stores, we do have pre-made stores set up, ready to go. What's gone through all of these checklists, but even finer. All the stores, what you've seen today, 116,000, 3,000 the first month or so, $10,000 a month, 78,000, in 6 months, again, 54,000 a month, and then 936,000 last year. We've got multiple customers, $124,000 last year. Okay. So if you are looking for a pre-made store, everything set up for you and some help, we have pre-made stores available. We don't really have that many or that often, because they do get snapped up so quickly, because one, all your stores set up, ready to go, your suppliers on board, waiting for you to place orders. And also too, what we are doing is that we work one-on-one with you. So we build these themes up. As you can see, for an example, these convert 936,000 at 5%. What we actually do is that we build it all. We work with you one-on-one. And the good thing about it is, I'd love to see how much your business is going to make next. If you have any questions regarding this, or if you've got any questions about our pre-made stores set up, ready to go, we've even got stores there what have been around for 12 months for sale. We've done over $120,000 in sales already. Or if you're just looking to build a brand new store or a custom website, definitely book a free call with us and we can go through all of that information for you. All right, guys, I really appreciate your time today. I really thank you for, spending 25 minutes with us today, because I understand time is value and time is money. So if you have any questions moving forward, please let us